I completely forgot how to tell time. Yeah, I don't think there's any two ways about that, actually. So, you see, the thing is, I got a little tired today and kind of passed out before, right before stream was supposed to start. I didn't wake up until like 5 minutes, I think, to 9. And there was shit I wanted to do.
Anything catch your eye?
Under new management, Kill the Flame. Oh wow, there's a lot of quests, okay. Yeah, we'll try to clear up as many quests as we can, and then hopefully we'll continue the main story tonight.
Sell anything today?
So, as I think about it, we have most of our stuff done. There's just the side quests and a few more hunts.
And you're just gonna fall into life.
I don't trust this Duke.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men. If it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation. Least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Yeah, I suppose I can try.
Thank you, Clive.
Worst case scenario, he just says no. Best case scenario, stab him with a sword.
In the garrison?
Can't bloody well say no then.
Troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Also, I apologize if that gets a little annoying in the background. That would be My neighbors enjoying using the calm and dryness of the
I
day,
may
or
have made
rather
this
the
to you
night,
before.
to just
The
light
remembrance
every
ceremony.
firework they have
Let's hope I didn't
left
make a strong
that they
impression.
miraculously haven't managed to waste the 2 days beforehand.
Fall into line. Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Oh, right, 'cause I can't track any other quests. Okay. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing a marker pop up.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
I wonder if the Duke's anybody we've actually met.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt.
What
And
empire?
I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins.
It's a bit of a tall order.
Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire.
And that's gonna go
Yet
over so
there are
well.
those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I don't think I want to be in the middle of that. Okay, so let's see. We head up here, make a right, and then just chat with the people in the market. Sounds simple enough. I honestly should go and complete a different quest before I do this. At least then I can track this quest, you know?
Could be.
Right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Alright. So we know where everyone's loyalty is, just from one conversation. Do we really need to do the others? Here to the right.
Half of what comes in is barely fit for pressing. The garrison salvaged what they could from...
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
It doesn't sound like people are too thrilled about this guy. Also, the amount of time it would take just to build a wall around this city, like... The town has a wall, like, you know, at least on one side. It's the market stalls, I don't really have a wall. Wouldn't really do to try it either.
Talk about a certain duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Okay, so... 3 more points down there to check.
The Dominion's all but done for.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
I mean, the Crystalline Dominion was basically destroyed in a single battle, so... Am I going that way? Okay. There's not really much the Dominion can do.
Just gonna fall into line.
Power base has shifted. Waloed's still the only real power left, even if most of it's probably just
Excuse me, do you have a
Akashic.
moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know
just in
nothing
time.
of
You
the
haven't even
sort
missed the
from
boring
another
side
make
quest
way
portion,
for
Canada.
us. Well, that's just how it goes.
Like, literally, we started 14 minutes ago. Yeah, you haven't really missed anything major. It's just me having to navigate this place. Yeah, one to the left, one was to the right.
Is enough for it?
You.
Uh,
You're the one who's talking to his eminence.
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Well, at least we know which side he's sticking to. So far, everybody else seems to be of the opinion that the Duke's kind of a bad guy. Granted, soldier opinion's a bit more in favor.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
That's a big if, buddy.
Let's see what Philippe
Like,
makes of all this.
the counter-argument would easily be, what if it doesn't? Okay, and Philippe's all the way on the other side. Fuck, Philippe, why can't you be close?
A whole day to dry some...
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any...
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
There's not really much we can do. Down here and to the left. Yeah, I gotta clear out the rest of these quests.
What'd you think?
So, Ever Weirder Science will give me better healing, I think, or at least more healing available. And then Blacksmith's Blues, I have no idea what that gives. Self-determination, not a clue. But we'll figure it out,
I don't trust this.
hopefully.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank. but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
I want to make a comment, but I don't know whether... I don't know how to make the comment, I guess.
And one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you
So,
for showing me what I
this whole exchange is feeling like he's in love with her, quite literally.
Speaking of
And it's
standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town?
Oh boy.
I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh boy. Flirt on your own time, you two.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Well, that's one quest done. Out of the many, many quests we still have to do. No new quests. Okay. So let's get this one out of the way. And then we'll go back to the hideaway.
The town needs you.
Check and see if there's any other quests in other locations. Take one, pass it on, so on and so forth.
I would speak with this Duke.
How's that?
What does the dame have to say about all this?
400 meters that way, 400 yards that way, okay. So used to game saying meters, and now this one says yards.
Ready, go? Faster!
Point is 400 something that way and counting.
Time to fight.
Nope. Not doing it. Level 41, we got a quest to do. That's a bomb. This is a dark portion of the forest. And I have gone the complete wrong direction. Missed my turn. If only they put some signs or something up, maybe that would help. Oh, great. Fallen bugs. Wonderful.
I'll need to deal with these ones first. Thanks, girl.
Yeah, thank you, fellas. I meant to charge. I don't know why he did the frickin' aerial. Oh wait, this is Shiva. Whoops. Yep. Still gotta work on the kinks on that one.
Soil and stone!
Really? Well, that'll take care of you. Oh, you cocksuckers.
Now to find this spherical echo.
Okay, that's one.
Right then. Just two more to find.
Right, and there's no more in this location. Son of a bitch. Okay, so I gotta head out there. There's another quest that way. Jesus, there's a lot of quests to do. Echoes, what's this? Let's do this. We'll get this out of the way, and then we'll have one less quest, hopefully.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
I have some things for sale. Certainly.
Buy that up. Get ready for a fight.
Clive, you're here.
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip.
Seriously, dude.
I would have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw. Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Damn it.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it.
Oh, God, there's more.
Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough.
Get the feeling this goes a little bit deeper than that.
You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. It's short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
They're a little... Yeah.
You, Ready for the off, then?
The less we think about it, the better.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
No, no, that looks more like you're saying baking. So that comment.
Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan
What was
might
that?
be better off staying inside the.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No
Is it me, or is like the shoulders, like not the shoulder, the elbow seam on that look like it's just been recently stitched?
People here are tough and willing.
Boy out here with barely any real upstanding armor.
Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take
Well, we do this right, it all works out.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Us versus a horde of zombies, or magic zombies. That's fun. Really? Oh, not a singular bighorn.
All right. Which one of you's first?
All yours, Torgal.
Oh, I did that again. I did not mean to do that.
This one. Torgal, kill. Go, Torgal. This one. Get him! Over here! This one.
Akashic Leg Eater? Who the hell's naming these plants?
You're finished. Get him. Stay down. My turn! All yours, Torgal.
That's different. Oh, that's a griffin. Oh, we have not seen one of those in a while.
This one.
You raggedy bitch. Oh, I should have saved that. That sounded big.
Apparently not.
What is that? Wings, body of a lion.
You're not getting past me.
Canyon Chimera. It says Chimera. I'm inclined to agree. Also, what is this ice crystal on the ground that I'm seeing? The hell? Oh, you bitch. There you go, Torval. That is the beefiest looking lion I've ever seen in my life. Like, what kind of steroids are they feeding you, dude? Okay, that stream goes a lot further than I thought it would. Dog beats Chimera. What can I say? Good God.
No, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You still in one piece?
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Oh, you do know. More will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Gotta admit, Manicore Chimera, now you got me doing it. Whatever that was a lot bulkier than I thought it would
Even
be.
more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravojst won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home.
He does make a point.
Gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. Hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better
Better than expected.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Why are we only just now getting this?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj?
Okay, hold on. We have a chance to make a sword?
A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome.
Are we really about to have these two work together to make us a sword?
Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Son of a bitch, I think we are. Okay, so I have to head back to the hideaway for that. I think I could... I mean, I would have had to come back here anyway to get 2 quests, so I might as well. But, oh my god, we're going to be able to get a new weapon. I'm actually kind of excited now. Yep, Yote's still worried about her boy toy, who's already returned, but she's pretending he hasn't.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip.
Okay.
The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Oh, we're not even going to see it?
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Oh, don't leave me in suspense. Ooh.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
Okay, hold on. We have the sword to end all swords. And y'all telling me we can make a sword to end even that?
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Alright, so what do I have to find for this new sword? Oh. Okay. And... Alright. Let's see, when the Age of Dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. A clash they call Ragnarok. I think it's kind of fitting. I have no idea how to pronounce that one, though. Damarung? I don't even know. We'll call it the Gilbert Gottfried or some crap. I don't know. So... do I have this equipped already? No. But Ice Brand... ooh. I mean, this thing looks nice. So what do we need?
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Excuse me. Alright, so use the forge. What do we got? Okay, so we need, Jesus, 2 dark steel, a primitive battle horn, and 3 orichalcum. And that'll give us a 50-point increase to all our stats on that. Alright. Don't know where we're gonna find this stuff. Maybe the hunt board will have something. So I need 3 orichalcum. Yeah, that's gonna be a little tricky to find. That's also going to be a problem because there's 3 S ranks and an A rank here left. Fuck my life. Okay, so... I don't want to go. I mean, 1, 2, 3 quests down there. So we'll try to clear out as many quests as we can. Head to Martha's Rest while we're at it. Take on a quest, complete quests. Okay, so Martha's Rest has 2 of the things we need.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Try to make this quick and simple if possible. Nope. Not dealing with the Akashic bugs, nor the Akashic plants. Can I just get the local one? For the love of... Okay. Oh, since I'm going to hit that again. Alright, insufficient points. There we go. So, through Amber, up there, down to the left.
I need to ride from here. This one. Stay down. Get him.
Stupid chicken.
Get him. Get him. Sick him. Over here.
Still don't know what the point of that is. I'll get used to it eventually, I think. I at least get like a dodge, a teleport, and a block, so defensively we're set. Excuse me, gentlemen. Just gonna quickly get through here.
Get him. Go.
Over here!
Thought he was gonna go for me. Nothing better than the block.
No mistakes. Nice try.
All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! Attack! Go! Get him!
Well, at least it gave me what I wanted. Bye-bye. And there it goes. Okay, we got that. So now we'll fast travel to Martha's. See about this other quest that's out here. And then kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Okay, it's got to be in here somewhere, so... Where's Doris?
It doesn't still hurt, does it? It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrec. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Where exactly is that? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem. A little out of the way, but we'll make it work.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Alright. We'll go save Wade's butt, give him the seeds, kill the Akashic, call it a night.
I didn't have to.
And I'm
There.
joking, we're not going
That
to end
should be
it this
enough to
soon.
keep
I
him
mean,
in
it's only been an
Gazal
hour.
Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Okay, so fast travel to Eastpool. And then we'll take care of this quest in one go. Take care of another quest. And pretty soon, before we know it, we'll be done with quests.
Lord Rossfield, what brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The
Oh,
Horde.
time to work for a living.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
Gotta make sacrifices, Wade. It's that or death.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared.
That's not close.
We trusted you.
It's a bit harsh.
A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
So she's really hoisting that frying pan up like it's a sword, right?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Question is Martha still holding it up? I mean, Martha's basically turned into Rapunzel, so I guess if she can't be Sid's wife, she can be Rapunzel, I suppose. But, yeah, we've got a little bit of an army here. Tiny little band.
Thank you, Martha.
Maybe she's just Martha Stewart. Oh, God. She can marry Snoop Dogg, not Fogg. Oh, boy.
Gladly.
No, she's not going to marry Torgal. I don't think that kind of a marriage is even allowed. Of course, if K9 were here, he'd probably be going on about the possibilities.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Are we sure she didn't sleep with Sid? I mean...
We're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory?
Oh, I mean, that's what you did in the prologue.
They're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Alright.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. This one. Get
him. And burn you to death. Why are there giant scorpions in here? I almost said crabs. Still, why are they here? Clive, get within range. Thank you. Is that a chocobo? There we go. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of points now.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rushfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
That's going to be an interesting fight. Well, Canada, now we get to fight the Thundercat. One day I'm going to stop using these nicknames for these kinds of enemies.
Next one's mine.
Actually, wait, we're fighting an Akashic Curl. That's... Oh god, that's going to be a strange time. No, we're not keeping the Thunder Kitty. When did he call it that? Is my question. I'm not going to repeat that because I remember what happened last time I said it and I didn't realize what I was saying, so... The sad thing is, I believe he would say it too, so you're not really too far off. Oh god damn it, why are there so many of you fuckers in the road? Really? I one-shot one and I just... Okay. Stormageddon is coming, literally. Wasn't Stormageddon a baby in Doctor Who? Uh-oh.
There it is. With me, Torgal. Go, Torgal. Attack.
Bitch. I mean, Doctor Who is definitely a little weird, but still. There we go.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Oh boy. So I think it's safe to say that mission's done.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind
This is all very emotional. It's very sus. I
so we
mean...
have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours. To protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall.
I mean, we did technically just save their village, so... It's only normal that they would be nice and happy about it.
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
Oh, now he's
This
going to be a
village
team
isn't gonna
player.
rebuild itself.
Still a little groggy after my nap.
They're not slaves anymore.
Yeah, it only took him like one life or death battle to figure that out.
They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an East Poolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I mean, to be fair, the first time we were
East
here,
Poolian, Sir Wade.
East Poolian?
But you should be proud all the same.
The fuck is
I'll
a
have to pull my
Poolian?
weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
But yeah, so the first time we came to East Pool,
Crossfield.
it did not
I
end
remember
well.
our very first mission together, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked.
And a boy of 15 slays a
I
Morble.
may as well just lay down my sword and surrender.
I wonder if we were actually the best shield of Rosaria.
Think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Now to terrorize the people. We've done that. I gotta go speak with Martha. So we'll head to Martha's Rest. We'll then travel down there, solve that one. That'll be it for this portion of the map until we return for any hunts that need to be done. But see what happens.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
And then the two of you fell in love, right?
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day.
I am convinced she's Mid's mother. There's no way she's not.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Alright, quest complete. Slowly getting all our money back, and we got the Martha's Rest signboard. So that tells me we're done with Martha and side quests. Okay. Now we gotta go to the arches. Part of me feels like if I talk to Vivian Ninetails back at the hideaway, on one hand, we might end up getting, like, Jill, Joshua, like, get a whole party again and can breeze through this stuff more easily. But at the same time, kind of feel like we're not, and it'll just force us into the next mission. I'm not here to fight you fuckers. I just said I wasn't, but you still had to push me, didn't you? And that, kids, is why you don't try to fight the guy with the giant sword. Granted, this is a lot more natural-sized compared to Cloud's, but still can't believe we had like a whole, like, mine's bigger joke thrown in early in the game.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Oh.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
She was quick to notice.
You're welcome to try.
And casually lighting all y'all on fire. Yep, just juggling you for a quick second. Hey, buddy. Oh, he lived. And that's been corrected. Now, what do I do about the old bitch? Oh, what are we, 42, 43, 42. Yeah, we're getting close.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade?
Brooding?
You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
Okay. Everybody getting their backstory solved through these quests.
To do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And another quest done. Still, we have quests to do. Good lord, there's so many quests.
Head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Alright, that's another mission done. I'm gonna restock real quick. I'll go talk to Vivian, see about the next mission. The next part of the main mission,
It's a
anyway.
dangerous world out there. Best stock up.
It's only dangerous if I talk to you, Karen.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Oh, I'm robbing her blind, she says. Huh. I gotta believe that. Let's see what letters are here. Okay. Wait, we killing the flame too? The hell? Wait, does that mean there's another quest down there? No. Okay. I'm so lost. I thought that little tidbit at the top was telling me there was another quest I had to do. Good lord. Alright, let's go talk to Vivian, see about getting across the Narrow. Hopefully our party comp will change for the better, because really I need it.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
If she pays me.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
What is with you and the splinters?
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed.
In other words, we're fucked.
Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time.
40 years,
Waloed's
that's...
recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war.
There's no chance.
And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent.
So this man spent 40 years as king,
Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas
and he
streets.
hasn't even changed.
Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well,
we're actually going to do this.
Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay, party's still me and the dog. That's not fantastic. Why are there more quests? For the love of God, I already did quests. Stop giving me more.
Please, you're great. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but... But His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua? Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
And I shall remain forever perplexed by how many fucking quests this game is going to throw at me. I literally talked to one person, and suddenly there's like 10 more side quests. What the hell?
How may I help you today, Clive? You earned this.
Oh, that's a lot of ability points. Heck yes. Ring swift shot. Genji gloves? What are Genji gloves? Oh, we're at the end of this. There's no next section of, like, expansion. Okay. So I'm literally at the end of my rope on that. Alright. Nobody else here needed anything, right? Oh, no, we have to go talk to Tomes. Of course. Why did I think it'd be easy? And then do we still have the quest down here to do? Yeah, we do. So that's going to be for Yote's quest. Gotta go, I think, here for that other one. And then we gotta take 3 more quests. The fact that we're almost done, but we're not done with side quests. Of course, I say that, and then, like, there'll be another side quest I gotta do. Oh, good.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me.
Heretofore? Now, really?
I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus?
Nope.
I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Really hoping the game's gonna tell me, like, hey, this is a point of no return.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention.
Even a small party would.
March and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav. Do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, You need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind.
Minidal inconspicuous Telemon seems a bit ridiculous.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Still got those side quests to finish.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Okay, so I gotta do that anyway. Yeah, my party still hasn't changed. I don't know why it starts on the map. Like, yeah, like, I don't know why it does that. So, we'll talk to Otto. I think we should be able to, like, go out there with Joshua and then return, have him still in the party, I think. But, we'll see if I'm right.
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Okay. Oh, going to the Shadow Coast now. Oh, we already here, or is it something else? Oh no, it's us.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her Eikon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Why is Joshua? What the hell, dude?
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
I'm kind of missing all the action now.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
have found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
Yeah.
Get it.
Canada definitely missing out on the fun. And this says let's save the world, like your little brother trying to beat the shit out of you. Okay, footfalls in ash. Alright. Am I allowed to actually travel out? Okay, I am allowed to leave. That's good. I kind of want to, just because, you know, we've got Joshua and everybody together. I'm hoping I'll have Gav and Joshua still, so at least I've got like a full party. I really should have done most of this stuff when I had Jill with me, and yes I do. Okay. So, I need to go towards that, and then fast travel to Tabor, fast travel... Oh, Jesus, why is there another quest line? Oh, right. I have to actually mount the steed. Okay. Mount up, get to point A, go to points B, C, and D, and figure out whatever the hell plan B was. It's like alphabet soup without the soup. Alright. Shouldn't be too difficult then. Oh! Fuck my life. I forgot which skill I had equipped. Gav's got this. Alright, get the last of this.
That's all of them. Oh, I can...
And then let's head down to Tabor. Okay, not quite sure what that was all about out there, but all right. I'm supposed to get inside, right? Okay, I can.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
It's kind of you to take an interest in the Undying's affairs, brother.
It's kind of you to not try to beat the shit out of me just for taking one power set. Let's see, so... That's suspect at best. Looks like I have to head down here to Titan's Wake just to get back there, hopefully, because that's inaccessible for now. And there's another quest up there, and then there's another one up here, because of course there is. Actually, yeah, let's just fast travel to the Gilded Path. Alright, Canada, are you still here paying attention, or are you just completely obsessing over your phone and trying to make Star Wars names for characters? Okay, both. So, might I suggest one of them, just try to think of like a hyphen name you can put in there. There's a character in Star Wars called Bo-Katan Kryze. Kryze being the family name at the end, Bo-Katan being the actual full name. And yes, there is a hyphen between the O and the K. You could try to just take both of them, put a hyphen in there, and then just add like a secondary on there. Fantasy name generator might have something you could use. Okay, wouldn't suggest that unless you know... Okay, do you mind, Yorgo Gecko? Trying to have a conversation and the wildlife doesn't want to agree. Well, yeah, because that sounds more like you're trying to make the name woke. Excuse me? What? I'm not sure what just happened. I'm not going to question it. Nope. Nope, I'm not going to question that. But I'm pretty sure that thing basically just said that it did not feel like we were worth the time or the effort to kill. I feel insulted. Okay, further down. But yeah, no, fantasy name generator, you should be able to find like Star Wars name generators for different planets, cultures, and the like. You might find like just a little blurb of a name that you might like to add on, because you could still keep the simple, you know, base names. I mean, that could work. Well, to be fair, I thought Dango was Dingo, considering what we're up against. I swear it's only when it's late at night that she tries to do something out there. Hang on. Give me a few. I'd like to apologize for that. This is the curse you have when you're the responsible child taking care of your aging mother, and you're the only one she can turn to for any kind of problem and or question. Where the hell am I? Alright, so let's just get this over with. No, that's not good.
Oh
no. Well, it's not King Kong they've got here. It's just a bunch of dead people.
You'll pay for this.
No, I know where that's from. And you're no Jeff Goldblum.
There may still be survivors.
All the more reason to rid this place of echoes.
No, this is a different village. This is not Dravaz or whatever. But what the hell is this?
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Nice try. Get him. Get him. This one. Over here. All yours, Torgal. This one.
I keep forgetting he can do that. Wait, enemies?
This one. Nice try. This one. Sicker. Too slow.
There we go.
Should have stayed in the past.
Okay.
This must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Huh?
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the
Of
highest
course.
import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
Forgive them, Clive. The Undying live by a very different creed, and nothing we say will change that. Come. Let us deliver their findings to Cyril. Their deaths might not be in vain.
Not a fan that the Undying are like this. Not a fan at all. Let's see, I'll return to him, hand this quest in. It's been a lot of us saving villages and then having to save more villages for one reason or another.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
So,
Yeah.
your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them.
Your methods got innocent people killed that you didn't need to lose.
Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Your order's nothing more than a bunch of crackpot cultists.
I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
He's got a point.
I thank you for your advice, my lord.
But you're not going to take it, are you?
If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Yeah, I'm not really liking these guys. Again, they're a bunch of cultists. Okay, no new quest there, so that's good. Ah, Christ. Like, the number of quests that are just coming up is ridiculous. You're super tired, yeah. It's, yeah, alright. Oh, well, Canada heads to bed. We'll kind of try to figure some things out here, get through more of the quests. I mean, this whole night has literally just been, like, side quests with a little sprinkling of main story.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
You had a, like, exclamation mark over your head, dude. Of course I'm going to be here to help out.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
Oh, great.
They grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. No matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
Canada's gone to bed. Hopefully I don't have any more interruptions tonight. Like I'll say it plain and clear. Okay, I am literally the only good child in this family left.
Sounds like we have some competition.
I won't go into the details, but, you know, I'm the only one that's really here all the time to help take care of Ma, so... yeah, I make do with what I got. But really, really would wish the interruptions would cease before I start streaming.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnus by now.
I did. Then I came back.
Why would you come back?
Something of a fondness for the place.
You're insane.
I worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Seriously, why is that the call?
Faster!
See, I will say once again about this game, it's not open world, but it does a better job being open world than an actual open world game. Like Jedi Survivor, I played start to finish. It's a nice game, it's open world, it's like, okay, but it's a little too open at times. Like, Kobol's huge compared to the other worlds, other planets you go to. This doesn't feel as big, but at the same time, it feels like a nice flow to it. And of course, these sons of bitches want to kill me. I don't even know who the hell I killed beforehand. Like, shit. Oh. I'll waste it. And then I'll waste you. I don't know what just happened there. I was honestly trying to just go for the lunge, but instead of going for Stinger, it went for that.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice.
That's gonna be a problem.
All those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly.
We could bash a few heads together.
People not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
He also doesn't exist. And I'm pretty sure that, what was it, Natalia? Like, she knows that we're lying about who we are, so...
anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Honestly, the fools.
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was planning.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
And what's the problem with that?
Never be man now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
we're on. If he closes his forge, they lose out on good steel.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's dry.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
Because the bearer is actually the only smart one here.
There's still hope.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against.
Really?
For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
No, Victor's got a point.
Get it. Do what you will.
Lubor's being an idiot, but...
I'm sure you're making the right choice, Lubor.
He's not exactly wrong
Those
completely.
available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. But where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Well, that's, I guess, the end of Lubor's quest. It just seems wrong, honestly. Now, earlier I did check out the board before I actually started, and if my memory serves, we did check it again after we started. This is supposed to be something like in here somewhere, I think. I don't know. It said the sickle, and well, somewhere out there, there's something.
Can you believe I think we'd better shut up.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
Man saves 2 kids from being killed by a bandit, and everyone decides that him being a bearer is more important.
Nothing to report.
Crystals are gone, kingdoms have fallen. Still being a bearer gets you labeled as a slave and an outcast. Is Gap just like fighting one on his own right now and having trouble? Oh no, Joshua's fighting it and destroying it. Actually, we're making quick work of these things. So make a left. What the hell? This is what I put up with. Interruption upon interruption. Nosy neighbor after nosy neighbor. Or, no, noisy? What the hell are you? Oh, wait, this is my mark. Really? This is... okay.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
It summons a meteor. This thing can do bicycle kicks? No stagger. That thing actually could have killed us. Okay.
There was nothing I could do. Let's roll ready.
Alright, so that's done. Bucklad's got a mission for us. Let's try to wrap that up. Actually, let's restock first, then wrap that one up.
What are you looking for? You've a discerning eye. Many thanks.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Alright, what's the favor?
More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
It shouldn't be too difficult, but of course, knowing my luck, it's going to get complicated. Huh?
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar then. I'd better not keep Eloise waiting.
It's gonna be a bit of a hike. That's nothing. Alright. we'll head that way, and we'll see about getting that done.
What I wouldn't give for it. Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
I'm thinking I'm going to want to head back to the hideaway and just kind of get that one little quest handed in, expand my medicine pouch. Once that's done,
let's go.
We can probably do all the other hunts and things that are out there. It should be good, I think. But who knows? Really, everything plans go accordingly. Honestly, kind of hoping that was not Joshua, but that was Gav on a chocobo running into the enemy like that. Would have made sense.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Him
Who is your
who?
buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
That does sound unusual. No matter.
The Empire wouldn't care.
If they've already left
Dalmex
our shores,
don't
there's
care.
little that can be done.
What does Waloed even care? Like, Benedicta treated us like crap, thinking we were just a regular branded.
Organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
And I swear, it's the guy that plays Sylvester. It's gotta be. Same voice. Or these same vocal tones.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. The only others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive.
Bloody
I'll gather
dragon.
some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Alright, so one scout, a Phoenix Dominant Dominant of Ifrit and a dog. Okay, so... I don't know why I wouldn't end up going anywhere else. I'm gonna have to go to here then. But a dragon? Yeah. Every time. Every time. Bad enough everything else happens, but nope, always has to be Titan, not Phoenix that I'm trying to use. Why did I do that? Just thank God there's no fall damage.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Come on, Theo. Okay, Kretov's now there on the map, so we're going through here for that quest, and then there's nothing else here. Okay, 4,000 points, that's a lot of points. I could upgrade the Giga Flare, which, holy crap. I could master Raging Fists, unlock Earthen Fury. That would be great for, you know, crowds in front of me. Not to mention just sheer damage numbers, too. Oh, God, there's so much I can grab. I don't even know what I want to go for first. Yeah, satellites, I mean... Building up stagger, sure, that'd be great. Is that mastered? That is mastered. Okay. Okay, think. Think. Flames of Rebirth. Could be useful. Diamond Dust. Summons any icon. Increases the number of ice blasts to 2. And increases this hits for each blast. Okay, that's much more suited for crowd control. And I'm just kind of thinking, like, do I want to upgrade anything else? Not sure I want to, but we'll fucking find out. Oh, right, but I can't equip that unless it's on Rama. Yes, let's go back to Ramu. I mean, that does good work anyway. I'll take that. Keep Raging Fist, keep Wind Up. heat wave's pretty balanced.
Where are you, Theo? This one. Get him.
Where's that dragon is my question.
Any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
I think it's the other way around.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Go for it! This one.
Is that Joshua just standing in the line of fire? Like, come on. Alright, doing better than we did in the last few times we had to fight a dragon for a boss. I thought the ding was for heat wave. What the hell was step 2? And then a little fireball just kills it. It's amazing how some of this works out.
Clive?
Wait, Theodore?
You had me worried for...
What's wrong? Oh no.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Oh no. There's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
Theo.
For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore.
Very well then. Clive, if you won't do it, I will.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
It's not in there anymore.
He's turned. And so will you.
Hmm? He's Akashic. He's not supposed to have any kind of emotions. Never mind personality.
Of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye. Elle.
He's actually gonna... Son of a... God damn it, man.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied.
Kinda can't believe
Neither
Theo's
you nor Theo
dead.
weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen, the life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then, for Theodore.
Kind of hard to believe he's gone. I mean, just like that. I mean, it's realistic, but it's just like, damn. Gotta go here.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
It's a wonder any of us are still breathing, considering what's been going on in this storyline. Alright, Nectar, what do you got? Pandemonium. So the last 4 hunts that we have available are all S rank. That's not good. Okay, and I'm probably going to have to run into them in random out there. That's not going to be fun either. I know one, the Breaker Worlds Atlas, I know that's in Rosaria someplace. I was like the only one they showed off in any pre-game, like pre-launch footage. So as for the other 3, not a clue. They could be somewhere, they could be nowhere.
How was she? The Enterprise.
Ah, Sid.
We'll restock, we'll talk to Hippocrates, figure this out.
Good, thankfully. Yeah.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
Yeah, ignore Clive. I would like to have more medical items, please.
That clasp looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Okay, so our potion satchel is now maxed out, which is fantastic. Eight potions, 5 high potions. Yeah, with 2 Ds, trophy earned. Okay. Don't know what the hell that's all about. Is there any quests here? There's not. So we're going to hop over to Hippocrates. I thought I saw something else that you're doing down here. Yeah, hop over to Hippocrates, then restock, and then see about the wall and the missives. And then we'll call it a night. But yeah, a lot of, actually, let me check over here. Is there anything new here?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Think you can help?
Okay, no quests anywhere there. That's fine.
Split the sea.
Take a giant sword, swing, and then hope and pray. Alright. Hopefully now should be a bit more straightforward for us. Most of our quests are done. Speaking of which, yeah, we got Yote's. Oh, wait, she might be the last one that we have left.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
There should be a little bit more that we've encountered. Yeah, not enough to level it up again.
What shall we consider today?
And everything, yet again, is, like, how many people are left? 2, 3 characters. So there are 3 people we have yet to encounter that we should be encountering at some point. 1, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, okay, there's still some work to do here. Some more work to do there. Still 2 on that page. So there's 3 people. Okay, so 3 persons of interest and 3 more creatures to encounter. So, dragonets, dragons. Yeah, this is going to be something.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise.
Alright. So, we're getting somewhere anyway.
Clive. Go on then. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
I wish we could test them out first, you know?
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else?
I mean, I guess I'll keep all of this, because I don't know what I'm going to do about selling any of it. I saw gold up here. Where is it? Talisman of Priming increases... tonic. I thought it was something... Son of a bitch, was that literally all it was? Oh, that sucks. Well, these can't be choosers, I suppose.
Finished, are you?
Okay, did my...
What's that for you, indeed?
Did I get anything? Enhancer? Nope. Oh, wait, no, I need to check craft anyway. Oh, wait, so we used... Oh, so we used the previous version to build the next version, so on and so forth. Oh. Okay, so I got Ragnarok. That's equipped. I need 3 orichalcum, 2 dark steel, and 1 primitive battle horn.
That it?
We're gonna be here a while. So I gotta try. I'm thinking there might be the hunts I gotta do, because all those materials look out of the ordinary. Haven't run into them yet, so they're probably gonna be locked behind some of that. Wall's starting to fill up. So let's see, there's our oath would sit in the crystal, the hanged man's signboard, Arthur's rest, guardian scarf, and the crimson caravans. mean, it's starting to fill up. So I'm guessing there's still quest lines that we have to do, figure some stuff out. But that's going to be the end of it for the night. Kind of wish when you hit start it would just go to like attributes. Yeah. But I guess can't be chooses, I suppose. So next time we'll go here to 3 reads. We'll deal with Phoenix Heal Thyself. We'll fast travel to the Shadow Coast. And hopefully we'll work our way through the Kingdom of Waloed just until we get to the Citadel. Or maybe until we just hit the point of no return. Yeah, no. Actually, wait. Nah, I'm just gonna auto. And it chose upgrading Gouge and Wicked Wheel. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, at this rate, we haven't really maxed out a single set yet, but I mean, we're getting there. And then, of course, Bahamut's going to be a bit of a problem. And with all the quest lines we're doing, all the fights we've got, all the AP we're building up, I mean, we'll eventually hit 50. We'll probably max out, like, one section, maybe Phoenix, I don't know. But yeah, party of 4. We're finally doing something. But that's going to be it. At least till tomorrow night. Happy 4th of July, everybody.